Muscle Farm presents Wilhelm Strauss versus Lance Ceranio. The biggest heavyweight in EFC Africa, towering in at 7 foot, Wilhelm Strauss takes the fight to his foes and is as determined as ever to get the W. With masterful boxing and BJJ skills, backed up by years of experience, Lance Ceranio returns to the heavyweight division, confident of getting the victory. Will the man-giant return to winning ways, or will Hulk smash his way to the W? Wilhelm Strauss versus Lance Ceranio.
Proudly brought to you by Muscle Farm, available at leading retailers this bout. And making his way out to the hexagon in the heavyweight division, Lance Ceranio. It's Hulk smash, 41 years old, with that boxing pedigree, looking to cause quite a stir in this weight division, Dirk.
It's absolutely crazy yesterday seeing him at the weigh-ins. You know, he's a guy that as he got older, he struggled to make that 94 cutoff. And yesterday when he weighed in the top half of 110. And that is absolutely crazy to think that this man used to fight at light heavyweight. I think this will be a big change for him. And most certainly for the first time, he'll actually be able to fight with all these reserves intact. He didn't have to cut a massive amount of weight.
Everlast, the official equipment and apparel partner of EFC Africa. Yeah, that's been the big story, hasn't it, in terms of Lance Ceranio's career? It's that weight cut, not making weight, having to cut huge amounts, not having gas tanks. Now, he's in heavyweight division and he feels rather comfortable in this division.
It's much better for him, and it's crazy to think we saw him make his EFC Africa debut at 02, the second EFC event, where he got that win over Chet Meyer. From there, 2 losses, another win over Mohamed Salama, and then a loss to Gideon Drotsky, who is now, of course, the interim EFC Africa light heavyweight champion. And a lot of that actually has to do with Lance not being able to tap into his full skill set and being so exhausted and drained from that weight cut. Even though the fight is sort of 28 odd hours later, it really does take a lot out of you, especially with him being a bit more advanced in years than the other guys. It's definitely the right choice for him to come up to heavyweight and compete here.
Yeah, Ceranio's been working on his angles, and this is how he intends to fight Wilhelm Strauss. Who heads out to the hexagon at EFC Africa for the 5th time. At 1.99 meters tall, 32 years old, Wilhelm Tiny Strauss. Looks hungry, always ready to fight, always hungry to fight, Dirk.
Always hungry and always willing to fight. We saw his best performance by far against Christopher Walravens, where we saw him aggressive, came in, used his Muay Thai, straight knees in the clinch. A lot of people will tell you this. He has got incredible power and incredible knockout power. And again, like we said earlier, at this weight division, everyone hits hard. So anything can really happen. Leave your chin exposed for a second or two too long, and that could be the end of your night.
Now that's one area that Strauss has been tested, is the chin. You think about the likes of Source Krobler, who was just too powerful and too strong for him. Wilhelm Strauss in the hexagon, looking to bounce back from that loss to Source Krobler at EFC Africa 19 back in April. And now for the BetExchange.com tail of the tape. And it's a 4 centimeter reach advantage for Wilhelm Strauss. He's also 10 centimeters taller, but younger than his opponent, Lance Ceranio. Over to Shane the Duke Wellington.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is 3 rounds in the EFC Africa heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional fight record of 2 wins and 3 losses. He stands 1.89 meters tall and weighs in at 111 kilograms. He's fighting out of North Cliff, Johannesburg, Lance Hulk Smash Ceranio. And now introducing his opponent. He's fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist holding a professional fight record of 2 wins and 3 losses. He stands 1.99 meters tall and weighs in at 119 kilograms. He's fighting out of Meyersdal, Johannesburg, Wilhelm Tiny Strauss. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the hexagon is Ian Pinar.
RDG, specialist in differential and gearbox repairs, brings you the EFC girls.
Right, are you ready? Ready? Fight!
Pacific Ring brings you this fight. The deeper the bond, the harder you fight. Releasing in cinemas 2nd of August. Ceranio in the black shorts. Strauss in the yellow trunks. It's the heavyweights.
Not wasting any time. Came in immediately to try and land a hard 1-2, swinging with elbows from the top.
Strauss tries that right hand and that left jab.
It's got
incredible reach.
Long jab as well, does Strauss.
Oh, catches Ceranio.
This is where Ceranio will want to be, is to close the gap, not stay on the outside.
Big knee. Strauss definitely more active of these two.
Landing a bunch of punches.
All sorts of trouble for Ceranio.
Ceranio's in trouble.
Big trouble here.
Looked like Strauss was trying to set up
a barrage of uppercuts from Strauss. Catches him with a right.
Doing good in the clinch and from distance at the moment is Strauss. Ceranio now desperately trying to swim in. Get some sort of control. Ceranio's got that guillotine victory in the books at EFC Africa 02. Strauss stuck out his neck for a second too long.
Has to be careful of that neck. Strauss wants to keep the distance and stand and trade. This replaces the mouth guard of Ceranio. Oh, Strauss again.
The referee. And Strauss loves to grab his opponent behind the neck and just work the shots. He's controlling Ceranio at the moment. Ceranio looking very off balance.
Big time.
Throws that kick also, and his hands are absolutely nowhere. He's taken a bunch of shots from Strauss.
Huge punishment dished out by Tiny. Ceranio hanging on for dear life here. Strauss, 8 kgs heavier than his opponent.
Like how he's throwing that short uppercut in the inside as Strauss really works, creates the space and lands that shot. Someone his size, though, you've got to wonder if they can keep up this type of pace.
Ceranio
has been frantic.
Oh, catches another one by Ceranio.
Strauss with dynamite in those hands. Ceranio a little bit flustered at the moment.
Kick to the body.
Ceranio landing a big right of his own.
Oh, catches Strauss, does Ceranio. He knows the chin.
Ceranio trying to land shots in the clinch, looking for that uppercut to find a home. Frantic so far early on in this fight. Another
Ceranio
big uppercut landed by Strauss.
What a war.
Both guys have landed shots with halfway 2 minutes to go in this first round.
Both tied fighters.
You had to wonder that frantic pace that they started the round with.
Oh, Ceranio doing a number on Strauss.
Ceranio landing some good shots now.
Strauss
finding his opportunity.
Catches him with a knee.
Hold the gate.
I think this is the longest we've seen Strauss in a fight, Sears.
Incredible, and considering he took the fight on 2 weeks' notice.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's super proud to be an EFC Africa fighter.
Another shot to the face of Ceranio. Ceranio taking a beating and handing it out.
Take a shot, does Ceranio. Big knee by Strauss. He's definitely got a big advantage, being the much bigger, stronger man.
These long limbs of his. Goes for the foot stomp. That's Strauss. Ceranio works away with that uppercut.
Ceranio now also doing better not to take those shots from Strauss in the clinch.
What a mess. Strauss bleeding profusely. Looks like from the nose. There's another knee.
Knee by Strauss.
Just over a minute remains here.
Ceranio doesn't look particularly happy. Now he lands a nice shot to the uppercut of his own. Straight right followed by the uppercut. Ceranio looks to be in control, and then Strauss comes back and lands some big elbows himself.
Huge elbows being landed.
Big uppercuts by Strauss looking to finish. Ceranio still in it though.
Looking for the knockout now is Strauss.
Both guys leaving it all in there.
Ceranio's taking a barrage of punishment.
Strauss coming over the top with that elbow. Sure, both guys are going to welcome the end of this round if we see it with 20 seconds to go.
Ceranio making those right hands count.
It's what?
Both fighters exhausted. Just blood everywhere.
Frantic start by Strauss in this fight. That looks like Ceranio really came back there towards the end.
Looking for the knee. Yeah.
Stop.
Catches him.
Stop.
That's the end of round one.
What a crazy first round for a heavyweight fight. Wow.
Lots of work to be done here. Both fighters breathing heavily after those exchanges. Fighters Only magazine brings you the corner cam. Get your copy today.
Both guys have taken some big shots in that opening stanza. Ceranio's got a massive mouse above that left eye.
He's got no more knockout power, and if you want to put him down, you can't get him. He's too tough.
Both guys are a mess after that first round.
He's going to try and bend
Look at Ceranio's face.
What do you want?
It's been brutal as the heavyweights have unleashed on each other.
Let's get out. Watch
The visibility of Lance Ceranio. We'll have to wait and see now. He's answered the bell.
You can see that left eye is closing quickly.
Stay behind the line.
It's always the concern is the visibility, isn't it?
Well, it seems to be open still, but it is swelling terribly, and it should be a matter of time before it closes. Both guys tired though, and both admiring their handwork.
Ready?
Staring at each other in the second round.
Round two gets underway with Warner Brothers blockbuster Pacific Rim at cinemas in 3D, 2nd of August.
Let's fight.
In goes Ceranio.
Tries to close that gap. Ceranio for the first time throws a kick, lands a jab of his own.
Not scared to get in close.
Strauss staying tight. Ceranio tries to close the gap and come over the top. Both guys have some serious swelling.
Gotta wonder who's gonna find the target, make it count.
Ceranio now looking for that guillotine choke. Watch for him to jump up and pull guard if he's got that locked up. He's still got a hold of the neck, the Ceranio.
Strauss looks like he's got a hold of the hand though.
Yeah, he felt that. But Ceranio's a veteran. He's going to try and pull him to the ground.
Stop.
Oh, that's a low blow.
Low blow. Time. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Just stand first in this corner, please.
Near Ceranio trying to say sorry. Wasn't intentional.
Ceranio, a bloody mess. As is Strauss.
Both of these guys have gone to absolute war. This is in the clinch. You could see Ceranio still had a hold of that neck. Oh, and just unfortunately had no idea where he was throwing the knee.
Strauss will want to take as long as possible here to catch his breath, doesn't
Both of these guys are exhausted. I think for both of them, this is a very welcome break.
Simply cover it. Fight.
he? Some advice being shouted out from each corner. And they're ready to go. Who's got enough left in the gas tank?
Oh, Ceranio comes over the top with a good lift. And Strauss now throwing the hands against Ceranio with a good 1-2 though.
Ceranio.
Strauss has got that Muay Thai plum, but Ceranio's trying to unload.
Strauss tries with the knee.
Big shot thrown by Strauss. Ceranio ducking under that right though.
Gets out
now
of the
look
way.
at Ceranio going for the takedown here. He's got Strauss's back. See him possibly drag him to the floor, jump up and stick to the back. Work for the submission from there.
To throw someone who weighs 120 kgs onto the deck, not the easiest
But he's landing shots to Ceranio.
He is indeed.
Strauss looks to be in trouble.
Strauss fires back.
Strauss straight back into the clinch. Landing more shots.
Incredible.
Strauss with the Muay Thai plum, and Ceranio felt that immediately and pulled out. Wise move on his part. Strauss throwing kicks and punches. Ceranio still comes forward. How are these guys still standing?
Unreal. This is unreal. Who's got enough left in the gas tank? That's the big question here. Both fighters exhausted, just throwing punches, unrelenting.
Strauss just desperately trying to grab Ceranio behind the neck to try and set up with some knees possibly. But every time he does that, Ceranio feels it, backs out.
Their bodies are washed with blood from the ferocity of this
Now
fight.
Ceranio, it's the first time we've seen him really look for a takedown. Strauss has shown some good takedown defense though. See Ceranio also hesitant. He felt Strauss's arm around his neck. Now he pulls out of it, lets go as he feels Strauss's arm. Now he lands
the
knees in the clinch of Strauss. Ceranio tries to swim back in, takes Strauss's back again. Look for him to capitalize here.
Just over 2 minutes remain here in the second round.
The power in Ceranio's
Strauss
done.
catches him with the
Strauss
elbow.
landing a great elbow.
They do look gassed though. Both fighters just clinging to life here.
Showing incredible heart, both of them. Absolutely exhausted, but still throwing shots. Minute 45 to go in the second.
Professional athletes putting their bodies on the line here at EFC Africa 21.
Strauss with a nice short right hand. You see Ceranio is a lot more comfortable in this clinch position, but he is exhausted.
Strauss, does he have anything left in the gas tank? Dropping his hands out of exhaustion. Oh,
Both of
catches
these
him
guys,
there
big
through.
shot by Ceranio.
Ceranio
Big
tries
shot by
to close.
Ceranio looking to finish. Strauss in trouble. Strauss in trouble.
Not good place for
Ceranio
Wilhelm Strauss.
throwing and throwing. Now Strauss lands a couple of his own and we're straight back into the clinch.
It's an incredible fight. There's so much damage being handed out here. My goodness.
It's work.
How are they still standing, Dirk?
Guys are a bloody mess with a minute to go.
Let's work.
Referee urging them to work.
I'm sure 3 rounds wasn't on the cards when they planned for this fight.
Talk about leaving it all in the cage. Oh my goodness.
New respect for these
Strauss
two.
now with big swelling above that left eye as well. 30 seconds to go of the second round.
Strauss clinging on there. They're waiting for that bell.
Break. Break.
Referee separates them. Strauss can hardly move.
20 seconds in the second round. Both guys will welcome the break. Ceranio immediately closes the gap. Goes straight back into the clinch. Both just trying to catch a breath of air.
There's a knee from Strauss. My word. This has been amazing. Heavyweights
Stop, done.
almost going the distance. Yeah. Incredible. Wow.
This has been something else.
It'll be fascinating to hear what the corners have to say.
More of the same. It's working. It's tired.
The advice from Ceranio's corner says keep working, he's tired, but Ceranio is tired himself. Both of these guys have been absolutely brutal in their assault, and both of them have taken some serious shots.
Let's get the ice. Let's get the ice.
Gotta wonder who's got more in the gas tank in the third and final round.
Are you kidding me, though? These are two enormous men, heavyweights, and we enter the third round. What a mess. Look at Strauss's left eye. His nose beaten to a pulp. Round 3 gets underway with Pacific Rim. We created monsters to fight monsters. Catch the epic action adventure in cinemas 2nd August. Who's got that little bit extra left?
Both of them are exhausted.
Strauss catches
still
Ceranio.
got some pep in those punches, though.
Looking to finish here.
Who can land that 1 killer blow?
You get a feeling it's going to be spectacular, though, whoever does it.
I think that was only the second kick of the fight thrown by Ceranio.
Strauss.
Strauss seems to have more power than Ceranio at this far point. Deep in the fight, 3rd and final round. Strauss still landing. You can see those shots are still coming through. There's plenty behind them.
Needs to use that reach advantage, Strauss. He wants to finish Ceranio.
Kick thrown by Strauss. Ceranio looking to his corner for advice.
Both fighters digging deep here. Strauss almost catches Ceranio.
Throws the right into no man's land, and Strauss looking to counter punch.
Weary soldiers almost out on their feet. They've been through hell.
Ceranio's doing the stalking in this round, but Strauss is doing all of the striking. Three minutes 20 to go in the 3rd and final round. Strauss lands a good right hand.
Phenomenal effort from both fighters. Ceranio soldiers on.
These two have set Carnival City Big Top Arena alight tonight. 3 minutes to go. Both of them would be very happy to run the clock out here.
That's right. So much action still to come at EFC Africa 21.
So much on the line, though.
That's right. Featherweight title up for grabs.
Ceranio landing a good 1-2.
We got the heavyweights at war at the moment.
Just unloading punches as Ceranio. Now he's finding his mark. Backing Strauss up. That's always a good sign for the judges to see.
Intermittent punches, if you like, but still with that pep, Dirk, as you said, still with knockout power.
It's crazy that they still have the strength.
Come on, let's work.
Strauss tries to come over the top with that right hand. We've seen momentum shift so many times during this fight. Last 2 minutes, it all depends who wants it more.
Interesting to see what the judges have to say, Dirk.
Crazy fight to score. You can look at both guys' faces, and you know both of them have been in a fight.
Just over 90 seconds remain in the final round of this heavyweight bout.
All that hexagon control criteria and the judging, that's what Lance is doing at the moment. He's coming forward, not throwing so much, but he is the one controlling the hexagon.
Catches Strauss with the right hand.
Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. Keep it up.
The referee encouraging them to work. Goodness me, they've landed some shots.
I can't believe these two are still standing. 60 seconds remains.
Strauss attempting that jab. You almost get the feeling Ceranio is just waiting to come forward and unload again.
Let's go.
Minute to go, or 45 seconds to go in this 3rd and final round. Strauss finding a home for that right again. 30 seconds to go. Ceranio comes forward, lands a couple of shots, but Strauss also landing in the clinch.
Shot to the body and a knee.
Big knee by Strauss. Ceranio still coming forward, finding a home for that right hand.
This has been phenomenal. No one expected this. The closing stages of the final round. Strauss invites Ceranio nearer.
And a big smile on Ceranio's face.
That is the end. It goes the distance at EFC Africa 21. That is unbelievable, Dirk.
And great sportsmanship displayed by both. Incredible, absolutely incredible. Talk about guys leaving it all in the cage. You can see both guys trying to rub their blood on EFC matchmaker Graham Cartmell's white shirt. Absolute war by both men.
Oh, man.
Talk about leaving it all in the hexagon, and the fight of the night contender.
Without a doubt.
It's going to take something really special to top this. Not the most technical of fights you'll ever see, but what a backwards and forwards war.
Fighters Only Magazine brings you this action replay. Get your copy today. Lots of explosive power.
It's the same story of the fight. Both guys landed plenty of shots. Again and again and again. Just unloading, taking punishment and dishing it out. So many times he thought it was close to being finished. And then the other one would come back and just land a bunch of shots of his own. Just incredible, absolutely incredible.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges have scored this bout 29-28 Strauss, 29-28 Ceranio, and 29-28 to the winner by split decision, Wilhelm.